Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Miguel Tinajero, head instructor here at Elsa Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Academy, and I just want to say hello first to all the students and the parents. We miss you guys, and we really hope that we could be training and being involved with you guys in your jiu-jitsu journey. But unfortunately, because of the COVID-19, we have to stay home and we have to be dealing with this. But it'll pass, and we'll see you guys very soon. But for today, I'm going to be teaching you guys a technique, okay? I'm going to be teaching you guys a technique, and it's geared towards a non-skilled attacker. You have three types of people that you're going to be dealing with. You're going to be dealing with a competitor, somebody that's skilled in a competition setting where there's referees, there's artificial time, there's artificial rules. And also, you're going to be dealing with a street fighter who's either a non-skilled guy or a skilled guy. In today's lesson, I'm going to show you guys what to do when you're dealing with somebody who is non-skilled. Somebody that you probably meet in the parking lot at HEB or in your house or etc. But today's focus is going to be from defending yourself, fighting from your back. Okay? So, how do we get to our back? Many people a lot of beginners have questioned this and said, why would I want to be on my back and fight from my back? The thing is, though, when you guys are training, when you're learning to close a distance and manage a distance. It's inevitable for two people that are engaged in combat, they're going to close a distance, and eventually you will get the clinch, if you know the clinch. If you don't, that's okay, I'm going to do it in the next lesson. But today we're dealing with a person, once you close a distance, and you get a good clinch, establish a real solid clinch, the bad guy from there can do a lot of things. He can either push away, he can bend back and try to hit you, he can maybe try to grab you in a headlock, neck hug. But in today's lesson, say you do bring the bad guy to the ground, and of course, once you're on the ground, you want to control the top position. Mount or side mount, if you know it. If you don't, we'll eventually get there. The thing is that once you get the mount and you want to control the bad guy, a lot of things can happen there too. One of the most common things that can happen is that the bad guy can turn you over and put you on your back, forcing you to fight from your back. Okay? And this is what I mean. This is Alejandro, who's going to be my assistant today. Once you close a distance and you establish a good clinch, and you're here controlling the bad guy, and you take the fight to the ground, once you take the fight to the ground, of course you want to get the mount. This is where you want to be. But sometimes the bad guy, like most cases, can be bigger and stronger than you, and he can just grab you right now by the shirt and just throw you over. And now you're going to end up on your back like this, in what we call the guard. Let's hold this with you. So, this is the guard. In future lessons, I will show you guys everything, the details of the basic guard. From the neck control, arm control, legs, everything. But right now, say you do know the guard already. So, once you land on your back, you have the bad guy between your legs. Of course, you have your high guard, your legs are high on his back, and you cross your feet. You have neck and arm control. And in Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, this would be your stage one of the guard. Neck and arm control. Now from here though, let's reverse roles. Alejandro's on his back. Now as Alejandro is here on his back, he's got the neck and arm control. The bad guy came up. The bad guy can do a bunch of things here. The bad guy, one of the most common things, is that the bad guy might want to grab you by the neck. He might want to step up. He might want to create space to hit you. Or maybe you didn't get the neck and arm control soon enough, and the bad guy already has space, but those will be other lessons, okay? But for right now, you have neck and arm control. And when you do have a real good neck and arm control, the bad guy is going to be forced to only do two things to be able to create the space to hit you. Check it out. One of them is this. The bad guy might want to take the hand. He You might want to take them through to create space to hit. And we'll have a lesson, a particular lesson just for that. In today's lesson, when the bad guy pushes off the ground to come up, to hit, that will be the perfect time to do today's lesson, which is a kimura from the guard. Check it out, I'm going to show you. As the bad guy pushes off the ground, check it out, I come up. Because the bad guy wants space, he wants this space so bad that he's willing to take all his energy in his arms to create this space to want to hit me. The thing is though, that when I have real good neck control, he's gonna come up and I'm gonna borrow that force that he's coming up to sit up. So check it out, as he's coming up, I open my legs, look, immediately, let's turn this way, I hitch a ride and come up and rest on my elbow right here. And this hand grabs the wrist. As I connect and grab the wrist, I'm using a C-clamp grip. See that? I'm using a C-clamp grip because if I use a thumbless grip, his hand can slip out. Easy. So I need to have the maximum control of this wrist. So as I grab this wrist with a C-clamp right here, now look at this other hand. Comes over, and it goes right through this hole. You see this? See this hole right here? My hand goes right through that hole, and I grab my own wrist. So I'm going to end up like this. As I'm grabbing his wrist, I'm grabbing mine for maximum control. So once I have this grip, his arm is trapped. That arm is mine now. It's not going anywhere. So once we trap that wrist, I'm going to fall flat on my back. And the reason I fall flat on my back is because I already want his head, his shoulders to start coming down to the ground for control. Because if his head and upper body stays up here, it'll be very hard to finish this move. Okay? So let me turn from this angle. Check it out. So as you already saw, I have my wrist control, I have his wrist control. I'm going to fall flat on my back. And as I fall flat on my back, it's important to know what leg is going to be up here. Because if I were to put this leg down and this one up, the bad guy is going to push my leg, step over, and I'm going to lose the position. Okay? So it's important to know that once you have this control, this leg comes up. You see that? That way he cannot step over my leg. He's trapped pretty much. Not only that, this foot is on the ground, ready to push my hips out in an angle. See that? Once I push my hips out. Now I'm going to drag my shoulder to face him. So now I'm going to go ahead and push again. My hips come out, and then look, shoulder. Now that forces him to come down like this. Once I do that, and I have, of course, you have maximum control here. You cannot let go of this. And you're going to bring your elbows to your body for added leverage right there. So once I have this control, now look at this. I'm going to cross my legs. And as soon as I cross my legs, the objective here for the finish is to bring his hand to come touch the back of his head. So as you're here in a self-defense scenario, the objective is to come this way. And when you do, you don't really want to use your arms. You want to use leverage, so you kind of use your upper body toward your torso to torque, to turn and face him. Once you do that, you're going to have the maximum leverage and power to finish, even if the guy's bigger and stronger than you. So once we're here, check it out. I'm going to do it real gentle. Do it gentle, guys, when you do it with a partner. 2 taps, let it go. So when you guys are drilling at home, be aware that you don't have to do it fast and explosive. Do it gentle until your partner taps and then release. Even when you guys are sparring for safety, you guys are sparring with your friend, you're keeping it playful and everything, guess what? You catch your buddy, release. Catch him, release. And then keep rolling, keep that flow. One more time, check it out. So, We're in stage 1 of the guard. I got neck and arm control. So let's turn this way. So as the bad guy wants to come up, see, this is what he wants. He pushes off the ground, and that's what he wants. That's his objective. So if I don't have neck and arm control, he's gonna get it. And now I'm gonna have to go to another technique, which is the stage of the guard, and stage 3 right here, defend. But if you don't know the stage of the guard and you know this technique, you don't wanna come here. So you wanna have good neck and arm control. So as the bad guy sits up, hit your right, look at that. See that? I came up with the neck and I came up to my elbow. As he comes up and you're holding to the neck, he comes up, wham, look. I come up on my elbow and grab the wrist. Once I have the wrist, my arm comes over and I grab my own wrist. See that? Nice and tight. Now I go flat on my back, and this leg on this side, opposite of where I'm grabbing, comes up, and the other one is down. This one is down, ready to push my hips out. And then look, as soon as I push my hips out, my shoulder slack facing it. Then I do one more. Hips out, shoulder. And it forces his head to come down to the ground. Once you're in an angle, ready to finish, cross your legs, bring your elbows to your body, and start turning into until he taps and release. Okay? Now, it's Alejandro's turn. He's going to do it. When you guys do this move with your partner at home, you know, especially now that everybody's quarantined, everybody's at home, now you have something to do. You can grab your son, your daughter, your wife, your boyfriend, whoever, and teach them this move, drill it, so you can learn it. And then in the next lesson, you guys start combining all these moves like a puzzle. So you're getting your lessons, you're doing an activity together, and you know, everything's cool. Check it out, Alejandro's gonna do it. Start. The person playing the bad guy role, to help each other, remember, especially if it's a girl. I understand that we have the ego sometimes, and we want to say, you know what, that move is not gonna work on me. Don't have that mentality, because remember, he's your son, he's your daughter, he's your girlfriend, your wife, and you want to take them out there with the confidence that they need and not ruin that drive to want to learn it. So if you go with the mentality of, you know what, this move won't work on me, and you start sabotaging their move, well, yeah, they're going to get discouraged. So check it out. Be cooperative, be helpful, and as they're perfecting and they're getting better in the move, increase the intensity slowly. That way you know, you'll have peace of mind that if they do go out there, they're going to have a solid technique because of you. Check it out. Alejandro's going to do it. Bad guy. Start here. Neck and arm control. Now, you're going to push off the ground. And look, Alejandro's going to come up on his elbow. Shoot the hand over. Leg is up. Other hips are coming out. He's going to find his back. He crosses his legs. And there it is. I felt it. It was good. So, what did we learn today? We learned today that it's okay to be on your back if you have the right technique, the right strategy, the right mindset. So, how can you get those things? You gotta train. So I'm showing you these moves so you guys can work at home, build that confidence, and like I said, until we come back to the classes, you know, we're gonna start training and sparring and so forth with all of you. But for now, we're gonna be sharing our techniques, we're gonna be sharing our knowledge with you guys, that way you guys can work at home, all right? Thank you guys for watching. Now you guys that were curious about what we were doing here in this small building next to KFC, now you guys know what's up. And we'll be looking forward to seeing you too. So you guys be safe, you know, wash your hands, and we'll see you guys soon.